Okay, so I will be talking about exercise and the factor it plays on mental health and well-being. And I'm Bethany Montoya. First, what is commonly known about mental health and sports and exercise? Mental health effects have been noticed after the fact that someone plays sports or does physical activity. Common mental health effects influenced by sports and exercise include body dysmorphia, anxiety, depression, eating disorders. And there is research that embraced that we need to research more on how we can avoid our well-being being affected or to lessen the chances of sports and exercise having an impact on our mental health. Many reports also have stated that mystical experiences have improved the state of their mental health and performance, which a lot of us will be like, oh, what does that mean? Mystical experiences, originally referred to as unitive experiences, is sometimes compared to flow. Flow is when athletes are in the zone. This can be occasionally compared. Flow, however, is more related to focus and performance levels. UE involves emotion, spirituality, and physical capabilities. Individuals who have experienced UE reported feeling more a sense of purpose, unrestricted joy, self-acceptance, less stress or anxiety-related symptoms, higher intrinsic motivations, and self-awareness of their well-being. Physical exercise with reason has been suspected to make a positive impact on mental health and well-being. Research has shown that positive emotions and focus has come from physical activity. One contestant explained how his negative emotions went away simply when focused on physical engagement, which a lot of us, I'm sure, have experienced. Walking is one example of an activity individuals have used to reduce stress and reconnect with life. Also, it will allow people to feel connected with nature. Being able to identify which sport causes stress and which relieves it is extremely important. For example, boxing helps people when they are mad, but running may help someone while being anxious. And for me, that is exactly the two sports that I also use for my mental health. Physical activity alone increases mental strength and helps self-confidence because you know you're doing something good for your body. But not everything is good. There's some struggles for physical activities, barriers such as social anxiety. When beginners go to the gym, sometimes they may feel judged or that everyone's staring at them, which is usually caused by people who already have anxiety or self-esteem. Low self-esteem and image can be damaged by feeling judged or overwhelmed at the gym, if this is a new case. These barriers can be avoided by doing at-home workouts or doing activities such as walking or running alone or with a peer you're comfortable with. People who do intense cardio, however, have a high correlation with eating disorders, such as anorexia, bulimia. However, Klusman's research has showed that physical activity had no connection to mental health. The activity itself, like I said earlier, such as running, boxing, baseball, basketball, whatever you prefer, is more connected to our mental health and well-being rather than physical activity as one. But for this, more research should be conducted. And here are my references. Thank you.
The lifestyle benefits of exercising. So exercise invokes mental resilience and emotional stability. In addition to that, developing a routine takes determination and strength to battle through adversity. Having a routine and developing that consistency and the motivation to battle through adversity, it just applies to various aspects of one's life. It helps lowering anxiety and worry. Yeah, like I said, having that routine, it just allows a person to have consistency in their life, and they can go day to day with a workout or exercise session, and they know exactly what they're doing each day. There's no variation. There's no uncertainty of what's going on. They know exactly what they're going to be doing day to day, and they know exactly what to expect with the workout and expect out of themselves. Also, regarding lifestyle benefits with exercise, Rothland, as long as his colleagues, he stated that exercise is cathartic mentally and physically. So, with that statement, exercise is cathartic in the sense that it helps everything work in unity. So, if you exercise constantly or on a regular basis, it just impacts everything else in your life. Mood, improves your mood. It gives you energy, but positive body image. You like the way you're looking physically. or you're seeing the results of maybe some weight loss or whatever a person's goal is regarding exercise. And also mentally, it just helps also body image, but also just, fogginess, in one's mind that they might have. It helps them increase their focus, have longer attention spans, just overall improve cognition. So moving on, in regards to management and coping assistance that exercise has for a person, exercise can be used as a momentary escape. So, you know, whether it be 15, 30 minutes to an hour or plus exercise, it's a great escape from any life worries or any life stresses that are going on in a current state. You're allowed to, dissociate from all the issues, and you can just enjoy nature or just focus on working out, listening to music, whatever the case may be. It's just a great escape from all the issues that may be burdening you or increasing your stress levels. In addition, exercise is great because it allows a person to exercise whenever they feel like. They can make their own schedules, and with that made schedules, they're also able to control their intensity. They can be vigorous exercise, which is strenuous weightlifting, or as I stated before, you can go on a nice peaceful walk in the woods or down the street, around the block, or whatever you need or whatever appeases that person. In addition, varies from person to person. So every person, they have their own priorities, they have their own goals regarding exercise. So if it's weight loss, maybe they're doing cardio. They want to go on a jog or a run. If you're just to put muscle on, maybe they're doing low rep, high intensity weightlifting. Smith in 2006, he stated that exercise positively changes behavior and it lowers the risk of disease. Regarding coping, that's a positive statement to hear because it gives them motivation and once again, it's a goal that they can strive to. If I work out, if I'm physically active, I lower my chances of acquiring a disease that could be life threatening or just a nuisance that takes a lot of maintenance. Also, a healthy mind correlates to a healthy body, and vice versa. As I stated a little earlier in the first slide, if mentally you are proud of yourself and you feel positive about yourself, um, your bo- your mental will produce physical results as well. And in a vice versa example, if a person's body is where they feel is a good spot for them, their mind will be in a happier, more body positive state. My final point is that exercise also improves socialization. Socialization, I feel, is an underrated aspect of exercise because socialization, it's a great motivator. It gives you excitement to maybe go on a walk with some friends, go weightlifting with a group of people. And also, with that socialization aspect, it's just a more enjoyable experience as a whole. You're looking forward to seeing these people the next day or whenever the next session is scheduled. And with that motivation, excitement, and enjoyment to work out with this group of people or whoever camaraderie, whoever group you've built, it also helps with consistency. You'll be more inclined to, oh, I want to be there the next day. I don't want to miss a session. I want to see these people. I want to improve my body, improve my mind, as well as have a good time while I'm doing it. So, how do eating habits and disorders have an impact and affect exercise? Exercise is an activity that involves the burning of high levels of calories. Calories are lost and are burnt by high exertion, loss of bodily fluid, their sweat, and various other um, factors. So, to supplement the loss of so many calories, a person is required slash is recommended to supplement those lost calories with replenishing bodily fluids through drinking water, Gatorade, hydration, as well as eating food and positive proteins, carbs, whatever is necessary for this person to supplement the lost calories. So with dieting and eating habits, there are disorders that can present themselves. So as bulleted here, poor body image can have negative effects on a person. They begin to feel bad about themselves, or maybe they're working really, really hard, working out, running, etc. But they're physically through the mirror, they're not seeing the results they'd like to, correlating to the effort they're putting in. So, Scott, as well as his colleagues et al. In 2022, he summarized that poor self-image and a poor self-efficacy can lead to overcompensation. So what that means is that if a person doesn't feel good about themselves, their self-image, and they don't feel confident in their abilities or that this is a good outlet for them to lose weight, they will overcompensate by working extremely hard, maybe starving themselves, maybe not drinking as much water because they don't want to lose that water weight. Whatever the case may be, they overwork themselves, and with that overworking, they're causing detrimental effects to their body and overall their health. So, with overexercising in an abusive way, it can lead to excessive weight loss. So that can be, as I stated a little earlier, um, starving themselves, maybe dehydrating themselves, whatever that may be. But also with overexercising, excess running, excess weightlifting, challenging your body a little too much, where it becomes unhealthy, that can lead to structural damage to physical components. So, for example, overrunning can lead to excessive joint pain, um, maybe a little bit of some bone problems, overworking too much downward force all the time puts too much pressure on the bones, challenges the body a little too much, where it might lead to failure rather than a healthy challenge where muscle will build or resilience will build. And lastly, with overexercising, it can lead to decreased immune system. So by not eating enough or by not drinking enough or just overworking the body, the immune system's having to work extra hard, or possibly it's not getting the nutrients it needs so that the body can't even produce a fight or put up a battle against any sickness or bacteria that may be out there. So the immune system just decreases in strength and can lead to failure, unfortunately. Positive purposes of exercising. So exercising has so many great effects physiologically and mentally, but also on a chemical standpoint, exercising produces endorphins, and with that production of endorphins, simply put, it helps improve mood. It takes away or limits stress and anxiety a person may be feeling, and most importantly, it prevents severe mental um, problems such as depression. So in addition to that, a positive way to approach exercising is to view it as a step by step progression rather than as a huge, overwhelming commitment. When exercise is viewed as an overwhelming, huge commitment, it just starts off the whole process in a negative um, standpoint because you're not motivated. It seems like it's such a huge burden on you. It's overwhelming. Mentally, it's just too much to handle. You don't even know where to start. And once you start, I need to fix it all now. And going that way, it just puts too much stress on a person. And that's what exercise is meant to decrease stress rather than add more stress to a person's life. So by going at it in a step-by-step mindset, it allows a person to go into it with a calm and relaxed start so they can set small goals for themselves, achieve a small goal, be proud of themselves, feel accomplished, and move on to a next goal. And with that process, with that going about it, once you achieve something, you can just stack positive onto positive onto positive, and before you know it, looking back, you can see how you felt and how you maybe looked physically when you first started, and then look at yourself now and how you feel emotionally now, and compare the two and realize, hey, I've come a long way, and by doing small goals step by step at a time, I got a long way, though it didn't necessarily maybe feel like it. So, lastly, with positive purposes for exercising, um, the positive exercising is that the outcome should be targeted more towards a relaxing and enjoyable process rather than a chore. So, as stated with the huge commitment, when exercise feels like it's a chore or a burden or it's too much of a hassle to do, it's not a good way to go into this process. So, individuals should approach their exercise targeting trying to do it in the most relaxing way possible while still getting results, of course, but also it just being enjoyable. So when you enjoy doing something and when it's not too strenuous on you, you're more inclined to continue doing it, stick to your routine, and most importantly, just have fun with the whole process and enjoy every second of it and enjoy the results a person can get.
The importance of physical activity and facing challenges. You're going to face all kinds of challenges when you're working out: injuries, setbacks, exterior factors that you have nothing to do, no control over. You might miss, a week going to the gym or working out because someone in your family's sick. Who knows? Don't let that stuff defeat you. Just get right back to it when you can. The relationship between physical fitness and stress. These are very huge. Stress receptors are directly correlated to the fact that if you do not exercise, you're going to hyper focus on these other things and it's going to stress you out. Say you have your car broke down or this happened, you'll be able to go to the gym at least for 30 minutes to an hour. You don't have to think about your car being broken. And that is healthy. You can deal with it when you're done working out after you've, treated your body correctly. Meditation is great. It'll help you get into that zone flow before you even enter your workout. It'll help you clear your mind, focusing on the mind-muscle connection. And also, it'll just relax you, put you more at ease, and overall just increase your health with yourself, your mind, and most importantly, your soul. Thank you.